For the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation, the House proposes an increase of 1 billion pesos from the NEP level of 4.5 billion pesos to 5.5 billion pesos in the HGAB. We are doing this so we can provide crop insurance to more farmers, especially in times of calamity. Kasi ang nangyayari po ngayon, kahit magkabagyo po or magkaroon ng kalamidad, wala po silang insurance. So, kailangan pong paigtingin natin yung pagbibigay ng crop insurance sa ating mga magsasaka. So, the House is providing an additional 1 billion pesos for crop insurance.
On the part of the Senate, we propose for the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation 6.5 billion pesos. Under it is crop insurance program of 6.5 billion pesos. Any motion?
Mr. Chair, that amount, just kind of curious, will that be sufficient enough to cover all the crops for next year that will be damaged by calamities or natural disasters, Mr. Chair?
This is an introduction by Senator Kiko, so we...
Yes,
yeah,
well,
we recognize it.
unfortunately not. In fact, the damage to agriculture this year is about 15 billion already. No? So, hindi siya sapat, but it's a start, and we hope to be able to increase this as, as we go through every budget year. But the 4.5 billion, in fact, was the amount since 2016, 2015. So it's been 10 years stuck at 4.5 billion. And so now with this additional increase of 1 billion from the House, and then we have another billion from this with the Senate, and this is a significant jump from the 4.5 billion budget last year and the last 10 years.
So, any motion?
I move, Mr. Chair, that we approve the budget of the Philippine Crop
Any
Insurance
second?
Corporation.
Second.
Duly seconded, the budget of the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation is hereby approved. Last on the list
For today.
will be the Philippine Fisheries Development Authority.
Last for today.
Last.
For the Philippine Fisheries Development Authority, the House proposes an increase of 2.4 billion pesos for the deep water ports for fish and agri-industrial products projects. Ideally, this is actually a flagship program of the administration. The goal is to be able to establish 10 deep water ports by 2028 at a cost of 800 million pesos each. Given the fiscal space, we are only able to accommodate 3 of those 10, and that would result to a 2.4 billion pesos cost in the budget. So with that, I believe the Senate removed it in the Senate version. So we appeal to our colleagues in the Senate to also restore this amount, given that it's a priority program, it's a flagship program of the administration for the benefit of our farmers and fisher folk.
Madam Chair, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, we would like to support our chairperson in requesting for the 2.4. We are an archipelago. We want our fishermen to bring to city centers. That is why one of the ports is in Cagayan de Oro, because the city center is Cagayan de Oro, and we bring in fisher folks from Lanao del Norte, Misamis Oriental, not only fish, but also the produce, which can be brought by boats from different municipalities to come to the market. And then they're able to sell their products, and also they will have cheaper prices for Cagayan de Oro because it is now clear that there is a port for that. So we appeal, Mr. Chairman, that we restore the 2.4 that was removed by the Senate. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Cong Rufus. Before that, let me present the budget of the Senate for the Philippine Fisheries Development Authority. That's 2.1 billion pesos, and indeed, we did not carry the deep water ports for fish and agri-industrial products project in the Senate version. So I would like to hear some comments from our colleagues about their thoughts on this? Senator Kiko?
Well, as Vice Chairman of the Subcommittee J, we actually endorsed the 2.4 billion. But we were informed by our chairman that because of the fiscal space, it could not be accommodated. So while I am committed to defend the Senate version, I share the concern and the desire of the House to have the 2.4 billion included in the budget of the Department of Agriculture.
Thank you very much, Sen. Kiko. My apologies.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Just wanted to correct myself po, in terms of the breakdown for the 2.4 billion. Actually po, these would actually already start. Seven of the deep water ports, that would be Abra de Ilog, Occidental Mindoro, Dapitan City, and Zamboanga del Norte, Pantao Albay, Puerto Princesa City, Palawan, Surigao City, Surigao del Norte, Cebu Province along Talisay and Cordova, and Navotas Fish Port Complex, all amounting to 2.4 billion. So actually, we are not only funding 3, but actually 7. We'll take a look at the Cagayan po. But this is the breakdown that was mentioned. My apologies, Kong Rufus. I actually did not.
Yeah, well,
I just noticed.
in fact, in the hearing, it was very clear that Cagayan de Oro will have a fish port. And that is why I'm surprised that I'm now fighting for this, and there's none for Cagayan de Oro. So can you just include that? Because we really need, we are in the Mindanao Sea. Very rich, fertile.
It was just transferred
fisher-
to Palawan, compañero.
You just add na lang, you just add, because it's not big, it's only 60 m.
We'll confer po with the
Yes.
PFDA, as
Thank you.
this is actually their proposal for the 2.4 billion. So we'll confer po with the PFDA.
Thank you,
Kong
Mr.
Rufus,
Madam
I'm
Chair.
unable to commit as of now, but I will confer po on your behalf to the PFDA.
I may be mistaken, but I think there are appropriations for ports, but there are also appropriations for deep sea ports. So perhaps I could be mistaken, but perhaps the Cagayan de Oro port project is for the fish port, but not the deep sea port.
I think it's also deep sea, because Mindanao Sea, when you move a little further from Cagayan de Oro, it's deep.
Malalim pa yata kaysa sa Palawan, sa Puerto Princesa. Senator Pia?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to express my support for this project. As I said earlier, under the Sustainable Development Goals, the #1 Sustainable Development Goal is no poverty, and farmers and fisher folks, to be very clear, are the poorest sector in our country. So if there is fiscal space, I would like this project to be prioritized. And to be clear to our colleagues and to everyone listening, these are the kind of projects that I feel should be prioritized. Not that I'm against access of our countryside, rural areas to roads, but parang ito yung talagang malalim yung effect nito, kasi directly to their livelihood, and it's something that veers us away from that controversy lang. Kaya support ako dito kung papayag kayong lumipat pa dito yung ibang project ng madagdagan ng deep sea port kay Congressman Rufus. I even support, kasi gusto ko lang ilayo yung sarili natin dun sa controversy. Yun lang naman po. Thank you.
Madam Chair,
Yes, Representative Brian Yamsuan.
I have worked closely with the PFDA during my stint as chairman of Aquaculture and Fisheries in the House in the last Congress, and I see the need for these projects. Really, they need this. The PFDA needs it. Not only them, but the people around those areas na makikinabang pagka naibigay natin yung proyekto. Yung activity, yung economic activity, gaganda. Yung ating mga fishermen, medyo magkakaroon ng productivity, yung kanilang mga kita. And I think yung food security natin, importante rin ho yun. And of course, pag gumawa pa tayo ng mga additional projects that will complement with the deep sea ports, yung mga food production hub natin magkakaroon ng lugar para unti-unti nating maisaayos. So I fully support the increase in the budget of PFDA.
Thank you. Let me also express my support to this project. Like what Congressman Rufus mentioned, we are a archipelagic country, and logistics is really challenging in our country. In fact, mas mahal pa yung logistics inside the country compared to delivering to outside of the country like Hong Kong or Taiwan because of logistics. So the more infrastructure for logistics, the better for us, including ports, because ports is the mode of delivery for cargo. No? So let me also express my support for this project. So with that, any motion?
Move to approve, Mr. Chair.
Second?
Second.
With that, the motion to include deep water ports for fish and agri-industrial projects is deemed approved.
Thank you very much once again to our colleagues in the Senate. This is a very important project, and I'm happy that we were able to find the fiscal space to fund the project. Given the plan of the PFDA, this is going to be a 3-year program, so it would require 1.85 billion next year and roughly 600 million in 2028. So hopefully we can sustain it to make sure that the 7 ports are completed by 2028. Maraming salamat po.
Mr. Chairman, we thank you, Cagayan de Oro, because we will now have a deep water port. In fact, the Philippine Deep is in Mindanao. Philippine Deep. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Maraming salamat, Kong Rufus. With that, we'll terminate our first round of BICAM. I think we have covered many grounds. We'll resume again tomorrow, 2 p.m., same venue. So maraming salamat po and good morning.
We'll
to all of
confer
you.
lang po, Sen, when 2 p.m. is okay with everyone?
2 p.m.
All conferees are okay with 2 p.m.?
Yeah, para
Okay.
makapag-mass muna.
Thank you. Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
Thank you, counterpart.
Sen, when we concur, 2 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you very much. Senwin will officially suspend. This bicameral conference committee hearing is hereby suspended.
Part of the Senate, this bicameral conference committee hearing is hereby suspended. Layo.
Thank you.